So the next thing I'm going to do is evacuate the anchor washdown system of water so that it doesn't freeze over the winter. My method for doing this is to blow out the water with an air compressor. The inlet of my anchor washdown system is in this access area in the forward head, and it is right there. So I make sure that the through hole is shut, and now I'm going to disconnect these fasteners and then try to take that hose off there, and I will try to push air into the system at that point. The heat gun I use works fine, has lasted me at least 20 years. I got it from Sears a long time ago for stripping paint on an old house I had, but I usually keep it on the low power when I'm using it. And I try not to heat the hose up too much because I don't want to ruin it. There we go. Got it off. And now I will blow air into that end to evacuate the system. We should be good to go. So the first step is to get rid of the anchor washdown hose. This is in the anchor locker up front. I use one of these coil type hoses. Looks like an air compressor hose. And that is my anchor washdown outlet. I need to get the cap from inside to cover it up. My anchor washdown system, pump and strainer are in that forward cubby hole underneath the forward stateroom. One of the first things I need to do is take the strainer off and make sure it's clean. And it's kind of silty in the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just gonna go rinse that out and then put it back. Okay, all clean. Put this back on. I do it hand tight. This is the air compressor I use to evacuate the water from my systems on the boat. I've used this compressor for many years. It seems pretty reliable. I've also bought a wide assortment of different types of connectors to go on the head of the compressor outlet so that I can use it to evacuate different sizes of hoses. Just to double check, I twisted off this fitting on the pump outlet to make sure it was completely evacuated, and there's a little tiny bit of water dribbled out, but I think my evacuation procedure worked just fine. So I'll reconnect this. Put the washdown hose back onto the through hole. See if I can find these clamps, bring them up, and then tighten them in place. We should be good to go. I find it is so much easier to keep these screwdrivers aligned on these clamps with a hex head rather than a typical flathead screwdriver.